Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Here as usual to do my weekly melts wrap up, so everything that I emptied and everything that I didn't finish. Yeah, let's get stuck into it, I guess. So I'll do my empties first as usual. Looks like I emptied a bit actually. Did work my way through an amount. So first up I have Pumpkin Parcel, my mama's blueberry cobbler. So this was every now and then Pumpkin Parcel, so an Australian vendor, she's got one open at the moment actually. She'll pick a US fragrance supplier, and we can jump on, look at the scents, pick what ones we want, and we can order clamshells at her normal price, and then she orders them from the US, brings them over. So that's what this was from. This was an interesting scent. It wasn't your typical blueberry bakery. I want to say it was actually probably one of the more authentic, like blueberry pie filling type scents that I think I've smelled. And with that said, I don't like what it smells like right now. Smelling the clam here, there's a really kind of almost aniseedy note to it that I don't like. Melting it though, it was okay, but I don't know, there was just something about it. I think it's that kind of aniseedy note, and it's not super strong, and I feel like it had a more realistic, almost kind of tart blueberryness to it. So it was good. I don't think I need to get it again. It threw quite well. But yeah, it was an interesting one because I feel like most blueberry oils are quite similar, but this was quite different. So Bernadette from Super Tarts. So this one is your more kind of classic blueberry scent. So this is sugary milk blueberry and pound cake. This one is not bad, but it is a little bit oversweet for me. Blueberry is already a very sweet scent, so then when you add sugary milk and pound cake, it just got a little bit too much. So I don't dislike it, but just when I think about the Super Tarts Blue, because I do enjoy Super Tarts Blueberry, when I think about the Super Tarts Blueberry scents I enjoy, this one is probably not up there, you know. It throws well. It was nice. I know a lot of people do really love this one, but it probably wasn't a favourite for me, so not a repurchase. Humbug Orange Ginger Ale from Super Tarts. So this is crisp apple, fall leaves, orchard wood, prickly cactus, fresh sea salt, orange juice, and ginger ale. This is a wonderful scent because Humbug is already fabulous, and then you add the orange and the ginger ale, and it just, I don't know, it just works. Like, it's super fresh, super crisp, just beautiful green notes. It's not too strong on the ginger ale as well. It just adds a little bit of a fizz. So really, really good. Great throw. I think I have another clamshell of it, or maybe even two. I think I did go overboard on this one. So don't know if it's one I need to repurchase just because I think I did buy a bit of it already. Another one from the US oil order from Pumpkin Parcel. So this was apricot and crushed mint. Now, I think Kay offers an apricot and crushed mint. I don't know if it's the same or not because I haven't tried it. This one is okay. It wasn't a favourite. On cold, it does smell pretty much exactly like what the scent description says, with a bit more floral. I can definitely smell an apricot fruit, and I can smell like a crushed fresh mint. But there are floral tones in there as well. Warmed up, sometimes I liked it, sometimes I didn't. And I don't know what, just sometimes I picked up more of the greenery mint and the floral, and other times, I don't know, it was a bit of an odd mix. So yeah, it was okay, but not a favourite. It threw quite strongly, but I don't need to get that one again. I'd be interested to try the K one though and see if it is, just out of curiosity, to see if it's the same or if it's different. I don't know. And again, at the moment, my hair is just going to get fluffier and fluffier, and I'm probably going to be like, you know, getting distracted by it. So I apologise for that. I need to get back into the routine where I was doing my hair on like Saturday morning. Like, I can't wash my hair daily. It just doesn't work. I should not be carrying on about my hair. Anyway, long story short, my hair is just naturally washed and fluffed. Brienne. So Brienne is blue agave, salt water, citrus zest, and magnolia. This is a really pretty scent. I love that it does have florals, but the blue agave and the salt water just, It's a beautiful aquatic vibe, but it just sits so nicely with magnolia. Like, it's really, really lovely. It has almost an amber tone to it as well. Like, there is a kind of polished, almost perfumey, but not like in a, not in an overly perfumey way. It's really pretty and it throws really, really well. I think I have another clam of it. It is a scent I will continue to repurchase. It already is a repurchase, but the last time I owned it was a while ago. Alright, so bags. I finished Super Tarts Harry and I melted it with some pink sugar. So I thought that combo might go well because there is Harry's Holiday, which is Harry plus blue sugar, and often, I don't know, just often if a scent does go well with blue sugar, it'll usually go pretty well with pink sugar too. Harry is Magically Delicious and French Baguette. Magically Delicious being like sugary milk, marshmallows, cereal, sweetened cereal, marshmallows, and sugary milk. I have read that description out so many times on this channel that I should know it off by heart, which I did, but it took me a moment. I do enjoy Harry. I have found that this bag has not thrown super well, particularly compared to the clamshell that I owned of it before this. That said, I could smell it with the pink sugar and it did smell pretty good. It's kind of medium throw between the two, but, you know, it was nice enough. I really enjoy that sweet kind of Magically Delicious scent with the French Baguette. It just, I don't know, the bready and it's really, really good. So Harry, I don't really know with Super Tarts at the moment. Things are changing. I know Brady, the husband of husband-wife duo, is going to work in a full-time job. And I know that they had issues getting clamshells in. And I know that they will be pouring less because there is less of them working. So I don't know if clamshells are going to be back on the menu for a while, if at all. I think they're doing shapes. So there's some Bam Bag Overpour from Wax Wednesday up at the moment. Went up today. By the time this video goes up, though, there might not be much left. And then I think they're pouring shapes. So, yeah. Anyway, just a bit of a tangent. But I don't know if I'd buy Harry again unless it was in a clam. So, it might be one I sit on for a while because I just didn't find the bag performed as well as the clamshell I got did. Savannah Blue Easy Like Sunday Morning. So, this is shaving cream, pineapple, papaya, and mangosteen. Now, let me just... There was 2 Savannah Blue scents that I finished this week. One I really enjoyed and one I was only so-so on. And I just need to remember which one was which. Because I did them one in the bedrooms and one in a different part of the house. Okay. So, I think... Gosh, I'm struggling to remember. I think it was this one with the shaving cream that I didn't love. Yeah, it was. It was kind of... I do often enjoy shaving cream with fruity scents, but sometimes it can lean a little bit soapy, and this one leaned a little bit soapy. Yeah, it was okay, and it threw well, but it was just the shaving cream was a little bit too much on the soapy side for me. Pinky Promise was the other one, so that was Mango Grapefruit Lemonade. This one I think I enjoyed. Yeah, it was quite tart. I don't feel like there wasn't much of the mango. I think it was more grapefruit and lemonade, so it was quite a tart, fruity scent, but it was still really good. Also threw quite well. I did it in my kitchen. I don't think it was good enough to get again, but it was nice. Teddy Bees, Satsumas, and Linen. This is Satsuma Mandarins, Bergamot, Exotic Fruits, and Fresh Linen. This one is so beautiful. I will say... I do think there are a lot of scents, and I actually melted a few of them this week, that are kind of similar. These kind of juicy citrus, kind of laundry-esque blends. Super Tart Street Rat is one, which I think I melted. I melted another one from Empire Alchemy that was quite similar. Like, they're really nice. They're warm, they're sweet, they're a bit tangy, but they've got kind of a dry linen sort of counterpoint, so they're quite clean, and they all smell really good. This one I think might be my favorite. It's just a really nice combo, and it does throw very, very well. It's a strong throwing scent. I have another souffle, I think, so yeah, but I have really enjoyed this one and I would get it again. I need to check, actually, maybe that is the second souffle I've been through. Lurid Apothecary. So this was Fishbowl, which is coconut milk, mango, and papaya. So this one was sent to me by someone, because I haven't actually purchased from Lurid myself, and I don't think Lurid is in business anymore. I don't know. This one was not bad. It was very light on cold, so I really wasn't expecting much, but it threw okay. It was kind of medium-ish, maybe slightly higher than medium. It was not bad. It wasn't a favorite. I like mango scents, but papaya sometimes can be a little bit just sickly sweet, and that's probably where this leaned a bit. Like, it was fine, but it just wasn't, you know, a fruity blend that I go crazy for. So yeah, it was okay. I wouldn't get it again, even if I was able to. But yeah, it was fine. One thing I will say, this one, so I used it in my bedroom warmers, which are black. They have black dishes, shiny black. And when I tip the wax out, the remaining glitter and mica shimmer was absolutely stunning. Like, just this kind of glowing green and orange kind of multi-chrome effect, especially against the black. I don't know if it would have come out that way against like a white dish, but against the black dish it was stunning. Like, I don't normally pay that much attention to my mica and glitter, and you know, when I first started melting, I was really into the pretty wax pools, like, you know, the swirling, like, you know, you pick like Rose Girls, a couple of mini melters, and you watch them mix and you take pictures, and mica swirling and all of that kind of stuff. Like, I loved that stuff when I started, and then after I was like, just, it's too hard to clean. Just give me wax that's, you know, practical. But this was really pretty. So I just thought I'd say that, because I don't normally notice these things, and that was something I noticed. Frodo Baggins from That Smell Good shop. So this one is cornbread, blackberry, coconut. This one is really good. I think cornbread is an oil that I don't love from every vendor, but Super Tarts and That Smell Good shop have, I'd say, my favorite cornbreads. Yeah, it's in the zucchini bread family to me, like very strongly related. The cornbreads I don't like, to me, are more savory and kind of corn-like, and I don't love that. Her blackberry oil is fabulous as well. It's a very kind of jam-like blackberry. And then the coconut just adds, it's like a sprinkle of coconut on top. This is really, really good. I do need to get this one again, and it throws very strongly. I need to get like a bit, I keep getting these little 6-pack bags. And because That Smell Good shop is not a brand I have a huge amount in my collection, I tend to forget that it's there. It's kind of mixed in with some other vendors in a mix-up tub, and the little bags tend to drop down the bottom. So yeah, I kind of forgot about that one, and I'm annoyed at myself because I really like it. Tea Time Tarts Gold Rush. So this is Gold Sugar and Palo Santo. Love this. I've tried a few Gold Sugar and Palo Santo combos, and none are as good as this one. So Tea Time Tarts uses my favorite Palo Santo oil. I am convinced that it is the same oil that Teddy Bees uses. So I have both of them solo, and I've smelled them, and they smell almost identical. And I've smelled the hot because I've sort of made it like my thing to have lots of Palo Santos from lots of different vendors, like just the Palo Santo. And like across the vendors, most of them are a bit different. You know, I like a lot of them, but yeah, they're not quite the same as the Teddy Bees Tea Time Tarts one. Yeah, just the warmth, the slight citrus, the creaminess, just everything about this blend with the Palo just works. So it threw quite strongly in my lounge room. I would get it again. I'm not sure. Tea Time Tarts did return and did a couple, like a ready to ship and a pre-order and stuff. I actually haven't looked. I haven't seen anything lately, so I'm not sure if it just didn't go that well. I don't know. I know things are quite tough in the wax world as it is, so I think returning to the market as a smaller vendor as it is would be a very difficult thing to do. So maybe she's just letting it slide. I don't know. Or maybe she's just operating quietly and pouring wax and everything's all good. I don't know. I probably need to check that out maybe later in the year. Hopefully she's still around, because there are some more things I would like to get, like Gold Rush. Finished this bag of Starfleet from Super Tarts. So this one is, I think it's jelly, donuts, zucchini bread and something, maybe sugar cookies. I rave about this one all the time. I love it. Her jelly donut oil is one of the few jelly donut oils I really enjoy because I can actually smell it, and it smells like a jelly donut. And then with the other bakery scents, it's just delicious. So Yeah. Fabulous scent, medium to high throw, like it's fine. It does pretty well in my lounge room. I actually did, so I have a list of, so pretty much for my no buy or my low buy for this first half of the year. So my permitted purchases are, so Teddy Bees, the pre-orders, and possibly the ready to ships, but I'm going to try on that. But anyway, and then select things from Super Tarts. That's pretty much all I want to allow. I may do an L3 custom maybe in a few months' time, depending how my savings are going. So Super Tarts did do a BAM bag, like I think it was just BAM bag extras from Wax Wednesday, because the Wax Wednesday orders have all shipped, and there was a big bag, like a 12-ounce bag. Yeah, I think 12 ounce. It was bigger than a normal BAM bag of this, which is not now called jelly rolls, which I find very confusing because she also has jelly jam and dinner rolls. Anyway, jelly rolls. So I only bought 3 cents though. I was good. I stuck to 3 cents that are absolutely just like must repurchases for me and left it at that. So have more of that coming, which is great because it's an absolute staple bakery for me. Beach House from Hayden Rowe. So this one is I was looking at the notes online the other day, but I didn't write them down. It's like a beachy floral. So, but I think it's got amber notes too. So it's kind of like a feminine, perfumey beachy floral, but it is really nice. It smells really good, and it is a very polished, sophisticated floral, I would say. My only problem with it, I melted it in here in my office when I was working, and it did give me a bit of a headache. I ended up changing it out. I could just feel it was aggravating me. But I haven't had that problem in the past with it, although I think in the past I haven't melted it up here in my office because Hayden Rowe is incredibly strong wax. Like, I would say Hayden Rowe is potentially one of the most consistently super strong throwing brands I've ever tried. I think if Hayden Rowe and I's, like, if my scent preferences were more aligned to their scent pouring, what they pour, I would probably purchase, Hayden Rowe would probably be one of my absolute top vendors. I know that Hayden Rowe is a top vendor for a lot of people who watch this channel. For me, I've just found probably a better alignment of scents that I love in other places, which is fine. That's just, you know, how things go. But absolutely, her wax is just incredibly strong in my house. Like, just everything's a banger. So, yeah, I think this one, if I'd had it in a bigger space where it could dissipate just a little bit more, maybe I wouldn't have gotten aggravated. But in here, sitting so close to it in my office, it was just too much. I don't know if it's a repurchase, but it is a really nice scent. Belle, which I know has a new name. This one is Tea and Cakes, Blackberry, and Magically Delicious. Always love this one. It's always really good. The kind of citrusy tea and cakes, the blackberry, with the sweet and magically delicious. It's just really, really good. I feel like I've gone through multiple clams, now half a band. I think I've got another half of a band maybe coming in my Wax Wednesday order. I can't remember. I was literally looking at the list today because my Wax Wednesday order arrived at the forwarder today. I'm probably not sending it out until the extra band bags I bought arrive. But anyway. So Belle, just always a repurchase. I just always love that one. And then K, Arugula. Seriously, I don't know why, but the pronunciation of that one, ever since it's been pointing out to me that I say it very differently to how you would say it in America. It just cracks me up. I just instinct want to say Arugula. Like, that's just how I want to pronounce it. We don't call that stuff Arugula in Australia, or Arugula, or whatever you say. We call it, it's rocket here. So, yeah. So I probably am pronouncing it wrong even for Australia because we just don't use the word that I know of. So with Palo Santo Cashmere Cedar, this has been a great custom. It's mostly Cashmere Cedar and the Arugula. It's just this amazing crisp green, but a little bit woody toned. And the Palo Santo, like the Palo's not strong in there, but it just amps the wood a little bit more. Oh, it's such a great blend. I think if I did it again, I would maybe, because I think it was just the thirds, I would amp the Palo up a little bit just because I just don't notice it quite enough. But still, amazing blend, really, really strong. Definitely would get that one again. Okay. That's the Empties. Just bear with me and I will get into the Unempties in just a minute. Okay. So, oh no, hang on. One more Unempty. My bad. Gunnery Sergeant Bobby Draper. So this is sweet blackberries and mango sorbet from that Smell Good shop. Melting this in the bedrooms at the moment. I forgot, again, another one. I've forgotten how much I love this. I have another 6-pack of it. Like, I've been sitting on this since, I don't know, a while. It's amazing. Like, it's just this deliciously sweet, creamy mango sorbet with just a hint of blackberries. And the blackberries, her blackberry oil is quite sweet. I think I mentioned, like in the Frodo Baggins one, it's kind of more like a blackberry jam. So this is definitely the best blackberry mango sorbet combo around. And I love blackberry mango sorbet. So I do need more of this, maybe closer to next summer. I mean, I have another bag of it. So it's a little bag of it though. But yeah, incredible. Like, I just melted it. I was in there before and I was like, whoa, this is like just beautiful fruity creamy scent. Okay, now I'm up to the Unempties. So this one I actually melted last week, but I forgot. I somehow didn't bring it out when I did my video, and I really wanted to talk about it because I really, really love it. Pumpkin Parcel. This is Abercrombie Fierce, Oak Moss, and Tropical Rain. I've done this combo before. I had it in a clamshell, and I raved about it then. It is my custom. Her scoopables are more kind of like a sandy texture, but there is so much fragrance oil in these things. So first of all, this is like bonkers strong. This is incredibly strong. But this scent is like nothing else I have ever smelled. And I'm not even sure. I was trying to think of how to do this one from a US vendor. That's it. I mean, you could, if you were interested in this. Pumpkin Parcel does ship to America very reasonably priced. You have to be willing to either get her soy wax, which is it is a kind of frosty wax, or, I mean, this is soy as well. This kind of, it's sort of like, it's quite damp, but it's sandy. But these scoopables are the goods. So if you don't mind that texture. But this scent is just, it is so incredibly fresh. There's sweetness to it. You definitely get like a tropical something, but it's earthy too. And just, I don't even know how to describe what the Fierce does in here, but this blend is just incredible. I have no words. I don't think I had it in my top 20 for 2022, sorry, and I should have, because I knew this blend did blow me away when I first got it. It still does. Oh, so freaking good. And yeah, so obviously Fierce, that's available in America. Oak Moss, yep. But Tropical Rain is one of the few oils that I've found that I love that's available in Australia that I actually don't know there's an equivalent or something better in America. Like, it reminds me a bit of rainforest sugarcane in that it has that kind of rainforesty sweetness, but it is definitely a rain scent. So yeah, maybe there's something equivalent out there, but I don't know. Anyway, love this. Definitely would get it again. Definitely would recommend it. Fantastic combo. I think I'm rambling a lot tonight. I did Yippee-Ki-Yay and K Blueberry. So Yippee-Ki-Yay from Super Tarts being iced sugar cookies and pine needles, blueberry being blueberry. I went with this combo because some of you might remember, I think a few weeks ago, or maybe a couple of months ago, God knows, I did strawberry pound cake and Yippee-Ki-Yay, and I was blown away by how good that combo was. Like, that was just incredible. So I wanted to play around with blending more with Yippee-Ki-Yay, and I thought, well, blueberry could go well. Like, it could be a similar kind of thing, but with blueberry instead of strawberry pound cake. It didn't turn out that great. I don't quite know why either. I think the blueberry somehow kind of cancels out the pine. I didn't really get the pine much. So I think the blueberry somehow cancelled that out, whereas weirdly, the strawberry pound cake with pine scents, it brings out the pine. Blueberry, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think the sweet notes in the blueberry just don't go so well with the... So it was okay, but it was just kind of like a bit of a murky blueberry. It just didn't pop. So I wouldn't do that combo again. I am still playing around with blending Yippee-Ki-Yay because I've got multiple clams of it and I have a band bag coming. So I need to melt it on its own, but I also need to blend it. And look, even if I just end up blending the strawberry pound cake my whole life, then that's fine. But I'm sure there are other combos out there that would be fabulous with it. So I want to keep trying. Super Tarts Street Rat. So this is fresh linen, mandarin oranges, warm sand, fresh ozone. So like I was saying with the satsumas and linen from Teddy Bees, this one is similar. It's not the same. It's definitely got a different mix to it. I think the Teddy Bees is a more juicy, sweet kind of mandarin scent. And it's got other fruits in it too, although it's not like overly fruity other than the mandarin. But yeah, the same kind of citrusy, sweet warmth. Really, really pretty. Great throw. Always will be a repurchase for me, I think, that one. Amber Sunrise. So this is from Teddy Bees. Super Tarts. Amber Satsuma and Sparkling Limoncello. I really like this one, but not quite as much as I thought I would. On cold, it smells incredible. Like, it's citrusy, but the amber tones just, I don't know. Give it this really kind of sophisticated, almost woody vibe. And don't get me wrong, I really did enjoy it, but I was just expecting to be like blown away by it, and it was just nice, you know. It did throw really well, and I think I still probably might even repurchase it. I'll see how I go with the rest of the clam. It might be something that builds or grows on me a bit. It was just, I think I had really high expectations of it based on how it smells cold, and it just didn't quite get there when it warmed up. Lemon curd and fake and bake from Super Tarts. So I'm blending this fake and bake clam because I still don't know why, but I have not been happy with it. I love fake and bake, so it's like zucchini bread, sugar cookies, and sweet cream. But the clamshell has just been a little bit off. I don't know why. So yeah, I blended it. It was good. This was just like a typical kind of lemon bakery scent. It smelled good. Her lemon curd is quite good. Lemon curd sometimes is a bit much. It's a bit sweet and tart all at the same time. I prefer my lemons in bakeries to be a little bit more refined, but it blends well. So I like that combo. I might even do it again. Pumpkin Parcel Lemon Cookie Bar. So this is another one of the US vendor oil, the US oils that she got. And this is a really good one. I'm pretty sure I have encountered this somewhere. I think someone is using this oil. It smells quite familiar. It's a very sweet, like kind of crumbly based. I think the picture of what it's inspired by is pretty accurate, to be honest. Yeah, it's definitely like a much sweeter kind of bakery scent than the lemon curd. Really nice. Really enjoyed it. It threw really well. It's a scent I would melt again if I had it. Like, I don't know if I'd go out of my way to hunt it down, but if I had it, I'd melt it. It's really good. Savannah Blue, Blueberry Peach Lemonade. So blueberries, fresh peach slices, and lemonade. This is melting down in the lounge room at the moment. It is really good. I've very much enjoyed this bar. It's just an epic, tart, refreshing, fruity scent. The lemonade and the peach, like, you definitely can smell the peach, but the blueberry, I think it adds sweetness, and the lemonade adds tartness, and it's just, it all works. It's really nice, and I haven't smelled a fruity combo like this one. Like, I just don't think that I've encountered a vendor doing anything like this. Maybe, you know, I can see why maybe people would be hesitant and think maybe that combo wouldn't work, but I really like it. It throws really well. I would get it again. Fake and Bake and Mia. So Fake and Bake again being zucchini bread, sugar cookie, sweet cream. Mia being a, I can't remember all the notes in Mia. I know it's got blueberry. I know it's got almond tort, I think, and it's got marzipan, and then I think some other bakery notes. Mia is not my favorite because of the almond and the marzipan notes. Even though they're not super strong, I can smell them and I just don't love them. I remember I got this one because I was hoping that the Fake and Bake would tone down the marzipan and the almond, but if anything, it enhanced them somehow. So yeah, I don't mind this one. And it's so annoying because those notes are really background. They're not prominent, but they're just there enough, and they're ones that I dislike enough that they just distract me and annoy me. So this one, not a favourite. It does throw pretty well, but yeah, not a repurchase. I'm just going to move the wax closer to me. Hang on. Rainbow Melt Surfer Girls. This is Boom Boom Coconut Mango. I'm melting this in here at the moment, actually. And this is the first time I've actually really enjoyed this scent. I think when it arrived, so when Boom Boom first kind of hit the wax world, I was like, wow, Boom Boom's amazing. I had the body cream. I was like obsessed with it. And then all of this, I bought all this wax because all of these vendors were offering it. And then it all arrived and I was like, actually, I'm not really that big into it in wax. And so I sort of set it all aside, or every time I melted it, I was like, yeah, but it's Boom Boom. But I think I don't want to go too hard on it because I definitely feel like I could get sick of it. But I've just noticed the last few scents I've melted with Boom Boom in it lately, I've liked. And yeah, this one I walked in before and I'm like, oh, that's a really nice body care mango. Like, that's really doing it for me this time. Yeah, it smells really, really good. It's body care, Boom Boom, but it's a really nice juicy mango scent. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to always enjoy it this much, but today I am really, really liking it. It's throwing really strongly. Probably not a repurchase. Because, well, I'm not really purchasing much wax at the moment, and I know with issues Rainbow Melts is having, like, there are so many vendors that I love that don't have you know, the issues that she's had with getting orders out and stuff, that I also can't purchase from. So I'm just like, if I was to expand the amount of purchasing I was doing at the moment, there's just a whole bunch of other vendors that would get over prioritized. And to be honest, with Rainbow Melts, there aren't a huge number of scents that I really love anyway. But maybe, like, if I feel like if I keep melting this and I'm still really into it, then maybe I would custom, maybe from Kay or somewhere, because I love Kay's mango sorbet. So maybe a custom from Kay would go really well. But anyway, I don't want to overdo that one because I just know, I feel like my nose can flip on a dime, those scents, those Boom Boom scents. Tara Will Never Go Hungry Again from Vintage Chic Scents. So this one is layers of zucchini bread and wild berry mousse topped with whipped marshmallows. I have loved this one for quite a while. I melted it in my office though, and I don't know, I was like, this is good, but it's just not as good as I remember. I do, generally speaking, really love a good wild berry scent. I don't know what's going on with my nose with this one at the moment. I don't know if it's all wild berries that I'm... And again, I'm not even saying I dislike it. Like, I like it, but I'm just not, like, in love with it like I used to be. So yeah, it was good. It was strong. Because I was considering before I melted it, because this is has been one of my top VCS scents. And I know VCS is wrapping up later this year. I was considering whether there's anything that I need to go in and get some more of before that happens. And I was thinking maybe I'd do this scent, but now I'm thinking maybe not. I don't know. Tea Time Tarts, Salted Nepals and Pepino Melon. This one is Himalayan Sea Salt, Fresh Cut Nepals and Pepino Melon. This one has been a long time love of mine. I think I've been through a few bags of like smaller shapes, and then when she came back late last year, again, because I had a feeling, I wasn't sure how long she'd stay for, whether the business would get up the second time around. So I went in and I got 4 loaves in like absolute favourite scents, and this one was one of the ones that made the cut. It's just so incredibly juicy and just, there's a beautiful sweet pop from the Pepino melon. I'm not a melon fan normally, but this scent is incredible. And then just the slight salty touch, like it is so freaking good. It always throws well. It's just a fantastic summer scent. I love it so much. I will, if she's still around and I'm still purchasing wax and I finish this loaf, I would get it again. Like, I just love it. Empire Alchemy Golden Crown. So this one is warm golden amber, dried mandarin, clean cotton, tonka bean, and driftwood. So similar to Straight Rat, similar to Satsumas and Linen. Yes, this one is very similar. Again, not the same. It is a different mix, but the kind of the amber, the mandarin, and the cotton notes together, it's a similar warm, juicy citrus scent. And like, I can definitely smell the differences on cold. When they were all warming, because I think I did them all at similar times, the differences were not that noticeable. Like, it was just, you know, a very similar thing going through the house. So I really like it. That one was probably the poorest performer of the three out of Super Tarts, Street Rat, and Teddy Bees, Satsumas, and Linen. So I would say of the three, that'd be the one I'd be least likely to get again, because that one was more sort of medium, whereas the other two were quite strong. Southbound Pink Powdered Donuts. So this is pink sugar fluffy fried pastry, crushed nutmeg, cinnamon, sweet vanilla, and confectioner's sugar. I promise I'm going to stop getting distracted by my fluffening hair. I still don't know how I feel about it. I like this one. It's not one of my absolute favorite pink sugar bakeries. The pink sugar is quite strong in this one. And I feel like it's getting strong. I think I've had this, I didn't write down the date on this one, but I have had this loaf for a while. I'd say I've had it for over 2 years now. I think I probably got it towards the end of 2021. And I think just from memory of how it was melting and smelling it cold now, that I think that the bakery notes in this one have started to die off, but the pink sugar is still quite strong, because this always was a strong pink sugar bakery scent, but it's mostly pink sugar now. So yeah, I might start melting that one in the afternoon. I do want to finish it off because it's old, and yeah. It's not one I think I need to repurchase, but it has been, you know, it's been a good one. Blackberry jam and zucchini bread from Vintage Chic Scents. Love this. Vintage Chic Scents does just have one of the best zucchini breads on the market. It's probably not great if you don't like the ones with like the savory kind of salty notes. I think some people describe that as like feet smelling, which it doesn't smell like feet to me, but I can kind of, I kind of know why it would smell that way to some people, if that makes sense. And her blackberry jam is really lovely as well. It's really sweet. It has a very slight floral note on cold, but on warm it's just sweet and jammy and delicious. So this, I've done this combo before. It's probably one of my favorite combos to do with these two oils. Like, they smell amazing together. Yeah, if I do another order from Vintage Chic Scents, I would probably just get some of her zucchini bread, because I really do love her zucchini bread a lot. The blackberry jam is great as well, but I think I have other vendors that I like the blackberry jam from, and it's pretty similar. So Savannah Blue Strawberry Peach Italian Cream Soda. So fresh picked strawberries, just peachy, cream soda and a bit of fizz. Love this scent. I love all of her Italian cream soda scents, but they do this weird thing where they smell really strong on cold, and then the throw is not there. This one does throw. This one's a solid medium, so it's better than some of the other Italian cream soda scents that I've tried. But considering how strong it smells on cold, consider how it performs, it's just weird. But I've had other Italian cream soda blends of hers that have had zero throws, so. It smells incredible though. Like the way she, like that blueberry peach lemonade one as well, the way she blends peach scents into like beveragey, fruity scents is just incredible. So yeah, I love this, and I would get it again even though the throw is, it's medium, like it's fine, but I just think it could do better. Palo Beach from Hayden Row. This one is Palo Santo Driftwood and Vanilla Milk. I actually don't remember this one melting. I know it would have. I think I was just not in the space for it. It's a very hippie kind of scent. Her driftwood is very incense-like to me. It doesn't smell like a typical driftwood oil. And so this one, yeah, it smells it's very hippie head shop kind of vibes. And I do like it. It's not one I reach for a super amount though. But anyway, I've got it in here because the top clamshell is busted. But when I finish it, the second clamshell's not. So I can reuse the bag or something. Anyway, don't know if that's a repurchase. I do like it though. Coven, however you want to say it. Cola, zucchini bread, I think marshmallow fluff from Super Tarts. I love this one. So this is what I put on when I took off the Hayden Row that was giving me a migraine. This is what I put on instead. It was we've had a couple of really cold days again for summer, like a cool change came through. And so this was really nice because to me, Coven, it's a cola scent, so it's kind of fizzy, and I tend to associate soft drinks with summer, but because cola is kind of spicy, so this one kind of sits somewhere in the middle. So yeah, really, really good. Like cola and zucchini bread, or even ginger ale and zucchini bread, actually. I don't know why, but amazing. So love that. I'm going through it very slowly, though. I'm not reaching for it very often. So, yeah, I think it's going to take me a while to finish that bag. And then, I don't know, I probably will repurchase it, but maybe just a clamshell here or there. I have been through a few clamshells of it already. Like, it's something I've loved for a really long time, but I just don't know. Hang on. Okay. I need to promise myself to stop recording videos while I let my hair dry, because I feel like it sits fine when I start, and then by the end it's like a... Anyway, I did say I wasn't going to talk about that anymore. I apologize. San Diego from Empire Alchemy. So beach grass, fresh air, golden sands, shimmer and green laundry. I quite enjoy this. It smells really strongly laundry on cold, but on warm, I can't remember. I remember it smelled good, but I remember thinking at the time, I was like, oh, this kind of smells like that, those Satsuma and linen tight scents that I've been melting. But on cold, I'm smelling it now. I'm like, it smells nothing like them. So I don't know where my head was at with that, but I definitely remember thinking that. So it was throwing quite strongly. But yeah, my brain went to a weird, maybe it did smell like that, but it really doesn't smell like that on cold, and the notes don't seem like that's where it would go. But anyway, camping at the beach from Empire Alchemy. So ocean breeze, a smoldering marshmallow, warm caramel woods, tobacco and vanilla crumb donut. I forgot how incredible this one was. But as soon as I was melting it, I was just like, oh my goodness. Again, I did this last night, and it was a really cold night for summer. And so this was perfect because it kind of gave me the sort of warm, comforting, cozy vibes I was after, but in still a very summer appropriate way. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's got a really beautiful sweetness to it. And then just this stuff that just gently blends in and lurks underneath, like the tobacco and the warm caramel, the woods, and a slight ocean breeze. It's really, really lovely. It is definitely about that kind of sweet marshmallowy scent, but it's so much more than that. So medium throw, but that seems to be enough in the bedrooms. Like it's really nice. So I love it. I will always repurchase that one because every time I melt it, I'm just like, oh, this one's so good. Pumpkin parcel, orange, creamsicle, and cake batter. This was very strong. And this one smells almost exactly like a Jaffa. I don't know if Jaffas are a thing in America. They are little round chocolate coated. They've got like a chocolate coating, and I think they've got like a... hang on, no. They have like a candy kind of coating on the outside, and I think that's like orange coloured. And then the inside is like a little chocolate, like it's chocolate, but I think it's orange flavoured chocolate. And this smells like pretty much exactly like that. I don't know why, because it's cake batter and it's not chocolate, but that's what this smelled like. So it was okay. I'm actually not the biggest fan of how Jaffas smell. I have to be careful with these bags because they don't seal very well once you've opened them and closed them. So that one was okay. It wasn't like one I was crazy about. I think I got that in a mystery box maybe, or as a sample or an extra. I can't remember. Anyway, so it was good. It was very strong, but it wasn't like a favourite. Strawberry pound cake and pink sugar from Super Tarts. This was from the strawberry pound cake sampler. This one was good, but it wasn't one I was like crazy about. Yeah, like I am still a huge fan of the strawberry pound cake oil from Super Tarts. I love it. That's why I got the sampler. And the pink sugar smells okay with it, but it kind of smells not as good as the strawberry pound cake would on its own. So it was fine. It threw strong. If you like pink sugar, you would probably love it. I like pink sugar, but I don't know. Like, if I'm pairing it, especially some pink sugar oils, if I'm pairing it like with something absolutely favourite of mine, then I might not like it as much. Super Tarts has a good pink sugar, but it's not one of my like absolute top pink sugars. So that was good, but I wouldn't, I wouldn't repurchase it. And then the last thing I did this week was just some ginger ale and mango sorbet. So mango sorbet from that Smell Good shop, ginger ale from Kay. This is pretty good, but the mango sorbet did not hold up against the ginger ale. Kay's ginger ale is great. It is super strong. It's not as effervescent as some of the others. Like, it has a very slight kind of bubble, but yeah, it's more of it's a strong ginger, but it's not like just a ginger. You can tell it's an ale. But really, I feel like all I could smell was ginger ale when it was melting. It was quite strong, but I just didn't pick up any mango. So, which is a shame because that Smell Good shop's mango sorbet is incredible. I say Kay and that Smell Good shop have my favourite mango sorbets, but I do think, I think this bag's kind of old. Yeah, this is October 2020, so I think maybe that has something to do with it. Yeah, that's smelling pretty light, so I think maybe I just let it sit too long. So that's my bad. Anyway, I think that combo would be good with a strong mango sorbet. Anyway, that's it. That's everything that I melted this week. So bit done. I'm definitely back to work at least 2 days a week. Last week I did 3 days, so that does cut down my melting time a little bit. But I am still trying to get through as much as I can, and obviously with less stuff arriving this year, that should help me kind of get to that goal I have of finishing the year with less wax than I started. So anyway, I hope you're all doing really well. I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye.